Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Model Citizen Show. I lost $15.
You had one job. I gave you the opportunity.
Nope.
This is a part of
No one
Model
can hear you.
Citizens.
You're gonna need to start over.
From the very top.
I
Very
mean, I
top.
don't know.
From
Screw
the
it. We're
tippy top.
going. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the Model Citizen Show.
No, we're going. We're going.
Part
It's
of
over.
Model Citizen-
We're going.
I'm trying to introduce people. You can't interrupt me. I had a brain fart because I couldn't decide whether to say my name or say the website.
Okay,
Better
this
give
is
me
gonna. Okay, this is
$15
gonna be a
next time I see you.
crazy. Because I just accidentally had more audio coming through Google Chrome because I forgot to mute the Hangout.
Oh no!
All right, we're live. Let's go. Yeah.
I think in the interest of that,
No,
you
just
should-
go. We're good. It's funny. It shows that this show's
No, that I
duty.
don't think it actually is funny.
I think it's kind of funny. Why don't you start the fucking
You hear-
show?
All right, Michael's here with us this week.
Come on, let's go.
Hi, Michael.
No.
Oh hey Logan, how you doing?
Good. Hey, what's up, Mario?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And then
Hey,
here's
Max,
our host.
Max,
Our
Max.
host for the week is this guy right here. Hey, Max.
Max.
Now Max,
yes.
Max, next time I see you, I better see fucking $15 in my wallet.
Michael, you've never seen me before.
I know. Well, you're not John Cena. I could definitely see you. That's for damn
In
sure.
person.
I'll see you one day. I'll see you one day.
I'll buy you a stout, as you were calling it, a stout.
Yeah, I mean sometimes
At
on occasion,
$15? I
those
don't know.
they can be $15. They can be.
Well, there you go. I'll buy you a stout.
What is the show?
Nobody knows.
This show is a conversational podcast, a part of Model Citizens Media, where is a podcasting brand that we all do, and we have a bunch of different shows, but this is the one where the four of us get together and talk about whatever we're feeling like.
What's it called? What's it called?
I said that at the top. The Model
you?
Citizen Show.
Oh,
I did. I did say that. I said, welcome to the Model Citizen Show. And then
Okay.
I paused, deciding
Yeah.
whether to say my name or the website.
That's for dramatic effect.
fair enough.
Very
Glad we
much
can
dramatic
relive that
effect.
moment.
The problem is that he
happened.
went like, Now if he had just paused, said nothing, I would have been down for that. But he went the route, and I didn't like it.
Because I did, because it hit me. And I was like, do I say the website or?
Well,
This show is not scripted,
just-
so that's good. That's good.
This is like
Does
a
not
big
have any
old
script yet.
here so far.
okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even really know where to go from this. It's been. I just keep thinking about starting over.
So someone gave me a free hotel, guys.
Come on, Max. Yeah, Mario. You went to a cool hotel last week. Tell us about that because you said you were going to talk about that. So what happened at your cool hotel?
A lot of things happened in my cool hotel. So just to preface, I got it for free. Someone prepaid it, couldn't go, so they offered it to me, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go. It was crazy. It was on the Lakeshore of Chicago. I won't say what hotel, so that way they don't call me and take that deposit back.
But it looked like it was from a Persona 5.
Oh
level,
yeah,
right?
it looked like it was a total dungeon. Like it was super swanky, super like not me at all. I'm coming in with like this Ninja Turtles T-shirt, and there's those people in their fucking beautiful suits, and I'm like, one please, hotel room, and they're like, get the fuck out of here, kid. But no, I was able to get in, and I basically got to spend 5 days in a hotel on the lakeshore and feel ritzy, and it was really weird, really weird.
You spent 5 days there.
What do you mean
Did
by
you work?
weird? Like what's weird about it? It sounds
Well,
cool.
It's just, everyone was saying, oh, Mr. Rivera, and, very proper, and blah, 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 blah. And here's my hotel service. There's some ice. There's complimentary toilet paper, stuff like that. It's really weird.
Sounds like a normal hotel to me.
I know. Except it had some awesome amenities. So luckily I got like free Wi-Fi for the weekend. So I felt like I was at home, but just at someone else's house, just like eating all their shit, using all their toilet paper, fucking up all their towels.
Was it just you, or did anybody go with you? Did you go with any friends?
For the most part, it was just me. I did have friends over. So like day one, I got to spend all the time there by myself. And obviously the first thing I did was set up my PlayStation to play Persona 5 on a TV that's just a little bit bigger than my own. And while I'm doing that, outside the window is literally the lakefront. It's like Lake Michigan, and you can see Navy Pier. But I'm inside a hotel room instead playing Persona, which I could have done at home. But it was pretty fun. And then at night, I was like, "Fuck it, I'm hungry." So I decided to put on a costume, and apparently there's a bar/restaurant downstairs. I had to put on a costume because
What do you mean by costume?
I meant like I wore pants instead of my
Okay.
shorts, and I wore
I think the word you're looking for is suit, not
No,
costume.
I didn't have a suit. I didn't have a suit. It was I had pants on and it was a sweater for some reason because it was, and I decided to go to the bar downstairs and like order one drink for me, please. Or I was actually just there to eat, and no one served me whatsoever. I literally sat there for 20 minutes, and people just kept walking past me. I'm like, but you serve the people next to me. Why not? Why not come to me? So I don't know what the hell it was with the way I looked that no one decided to like, yeah, he deserves a drink.
They didn't like your costume.
No, they did not like my costume. So instead, I ordered I ordered Papa John's.
Papa
I had-
John's and Jimmy John's. Big
I just
difference.
had Papa
Big
John's.
difference.
Same thing, honestly.
Papa Bless. And
I worked
so
for one of them, so I would know.
so I had that delivered to my room the first night, and I'm just sitting there in a bathrobe, just fucking taking a bath, watching Louis C.K.'s like last special on Netflix with fucking pizza on my
dude, I
chest.
still need to watch that. I really do.
I got to see that special live. Actually, it was here in Chicago.
Really?
It's the same special. Yeah, it's the exact same routine. Except I guess he recorded. I'm not sure it was recorded, but it's the same routine. But it's really fucking funny. So that was the first night, and then I had friends over a couple nights later. Basically decided to play Mario Party on a fucking GameCube in a swanky hotel.
Gosh. The one with the
Yeah.
microphone?
Mario
No.
Party's the worst. It's the worst.
It's a fucking awful game. I don't know why I was fucking convinced to play it.
Mario
It's-
Party's great.
No,
Mario
so
Party's
annoying.
Mario Party's
This
the
is
worst
why-
game ever
This
created.
is why you're on the list, Max, because you
I
think
love
it's
Mario
great.
Party. I do. I have a great time playing Mario Party.
Which Mario Party? Give it to me. Let me hear it.
I like Mario Party 2. I like Mario Party DS. I think 5 and 6 are very good. And that's kind of where
The
I
fact
sit.
that you
Mention
said
one
more
of the
than,
handhelds.
Yeah, like you're
Mario
just
Party DS has probably was the last true to form Mario Party game before
Oh yeah,
all the
the
crappy
true
Wii
the
ones.
form shit game.
Just say it. It's better than anything that was put on the Wii or the Wii U for Mario Party. Or the
And
3DS.
anyways, I fucking hate that game, and I never want to play it. It ruined my friendships. I never want to see them again.
There you
I
go.
don't-
That's the way you talk about Mario Party.
I don't care about capsules or fucking tornadoes moving the goddamn stars at different positions when you're
Oh, I'm
right fucking there.
Toadsworth. Welcome to my boat. Want to play this stupid board game? That's every stupid Mario game. Oh, I'm the moon. Here, come over here and we'll run around this map, you guys. It's
Yeah.
just a different stupid host every time, and they make you play their crappy, dumpy boards.
The only
Bad
good
game.
Mario Party is the first one because you can legitimately get scars from it.
Yeah, it's just, and of course we're playing with someone's like, yeah, you want to play because he's amazing at it. He knows all the mini games by fucking heart. I'm like, you son of a bitch. The best thing I get is like a pity star from at the end when you don't win any of the goddamn mini games.
Is he one of those people where like he knows what the mini game is, so as soon as it pops up, he hits the start button, even though you're like, no, what are the controls? I don't know what I'm doing.
There's
You know,
only been one good mini game ever in Mario Party history, and that is from Mario Party 8 on the Wii, and it's where you just jerk off the controller the entire time. That's the only good game that this series has.
That was-
Otherwise, they're all garbage.
That was the game he was the best at. He hit the A button, just fucking like flicking it like a goddamn clit. It was crazy. that dude knew how to do it. So he's really
Well,
good
you
at Mario Kart.
Is he also good at flicking the bean then?
I don't believe so. I just think he's really good at just moving his hand, just like
Oh, okay.
just really good at it. He just takes he takes the next finger and he takes his thumb and he's just really good. One day he might be on the show, so sorry, Frank. But yeah, so
Oh, I've played Battlefield 1 with that guy.
yeah, you played Battlefield 1 with the guy. So we all played, and then we watched, like, I think we were debating on watching Fast and Furious, but that ended up not happening. But the shitty
How
part
many
about
times have you watched that movie within the last 2 or 3 weeks?
well, only because I'm trying to get through it with Frank, so I'm trying to go.
I
through.
thought I saw you. So he
What?
watched the first one with you the other day.
He
right?
watched 1 and 2, and now we're
Okay.
trying to get through 3, 4, and then we're gonna keep going. But
Okay.
basically, the weekend sums up to being I got to go to a hotel for 5 days at night, but during the day I had to live my same boring ass life because I still had to go to work. And on top of that, I had to do a cell phone launch for my job, and it was the fucking worst.
Dude, the
Wait,
Galaxy
cell-
S8.
Yeah.
The S8 is that? How does a cell phone launch work at a store?
Well, you're there from opening to close, and there's no breaks at your store.
Can they do
And-
that?
Yeah,
that cool?
I don't know. Sorry, podcast. I hope you're not listening, Jeff. But it's fine. It is what it is. I knew ahead of time that would be the case before I got the hotel, so it's not a big deal. But it was cool having like this fun luxury that every morning I could wake up, go to the pool, exercise if that's ever really an option for me, and just have fun, a good time. But it's weird how having going from the south side to the lakeshore like every day, and getting there by Uber was pretty interesting.
Is that a long drive? Like I am not familiar with Chicago at all. I have
It's
no
not
idea
long.
what you're talking about.
It's not long. It's a little expensive, but it's just that like, oh, why are you getting picked up from the south side and dropped off at this swanky hotel? Like every single one of them had to ask that question. It's like
Should have said you're a drug lord.
I'm a drug lord. Yes. So, this is where I do.
And
business.
I use Uber to mask my transit.
Yeah. So the few times that
You'd be a real bad drug lord, Max.
Yes.
Oh, you would be really bad. I've never used Uber
You never used Uber?
or Lyft or any of the others. The closest to Uber I've used is Uber Eats.
What about Blumpo?
I think that's a joke, but if it's real, I've never used it.
Just
Have you ever
checking.
used Tinder?
No, I started dating Abby before.
Are you more of a grinder guy?
No, I've never used Grinder either, Michael.
Grindr is just that place you go when you want coffee beans, right?
That's the
Michael,
Grindr,
I was
not
gonna
just
say Michael would
Grindr
know.
itself.
That's
I have a
also
really
what you
good.
get
I
pitted.
honestly, I have a really
Fuck up
good Tinder
over Mondo
story.
Burger?
I really want to talk about that.
I want to hear your Tinder story. Let's do
Want to
that.
hear a really good Tinder story? So
I think
just to
most
close it
Tinder
off, Mario,
stories are
you had a
good.
great time. You had a great time.
I had a pretty great time. Got to swim every morning, and I got to sleep in a bed that doesn't have springs in it. So, hey, A+, right? Not bad for a $500 room.
A plus. Did you pay for any of it?
No, that was the best part.
Sick. That's awesome.
Freeze the price for me.
The only sucky part is because of job, because of my work. I couldn't go to C2E2. I literally had 1 hour to go. That was also this weekend. And
You couldn't have
How-
taken
how
off
was it?
some days from work. Wasn't possible.
no, it's because
If
the
you-
person that I work with, Frank, who sucks at Mario Party, also took that weekend off, so I couldn't go.
How was it for the hour you were there?
I
I wanted to go up and see Ryan Otley.
Yeah,
but-
my girlfriend actually got some signed by him.
So cool.
I got to spend 30 minutes just walking around, and 30 other minutes waiting for Troy Baker to not be late.
What?
So,
What is the thing you were at? What is this?
C2E2.
It's like
It
a
is a-
massive
Is this a
comic
droid?
convention.
Is this a droid?
It might as well be a droid.
Comic convention.
Okay.
It's the
It's-
Chicago
Chicago
Convention Expo. Yes.
Chicago
Comics and Expo.
Comic Entertainment Expo.
There you go. That's it. And this
Comic
is the,
and
year.
Entertainment Expo.
yeah. This is the 7th year.
Did you have to see if that was a droid?
Yeah, it sounds like R2D2.
Oh,
C2E2.
okay.
I guess so.
I get it now.
I get
Look,
it.
Logan's
How
like,
does a Star
yeah.
Wars fan like you not pick up on that? Thought that
I
was
don't know because
obvious.
in my mind it was only about comic books and Spider-Man, and you're like a robot.
This is a droid. I was also watching Rogue One before we did this, so
oh, there you go. So yeah, that was nice. So, but yeah, I waited in line. I don't. It looked like everyone was late, so I don't know if they're on the same bus or wherever the fuck they should have got to school early. But 30 minutes of my time, I was just waiting in line, just like I better not be late for work. I better not be late for work. And then I got there, and then Troy Baker's handler was like, "All right, what do you want?" I'm like, "A signature." It's like, "Can I get a piece of paper with his face on it and also have him sign my book?" And he's like, "No, you can only pick one." I'm like, "I'll never get back those 30 minutes." But I'm not blaming that on. I'm
What
not
book
blaming that on
did you
Troy.
have him sign your book?
Yeah, so I have a book. I don't know if I talked about it on the show, but I have a book that when I went to E3, I had Neil Druckmann, Ashley Johnson sign it, and finally the last remaining piece I needed was Troy Baker himself. So got to talk to Troy for a second, and he saw the book, and it was really cool. That's my C2E2 story.
I've got my friend Brian. There's a convention that goes on down here, apparently called MegaCon every year, and he's been going for probably 3 or more years now. And he texted me the other day and goes, "Oh, Max, Troy Baker and Nolan North and the voice of Mario are going to be here, and you should go," because he knows I love all those Naughty Dog games and those actors and stuff. And I was like, oh, and it only costs like $50 for the Friday or whatever. Not bad.
And then
That's
it'll cost
expensive,
another
dude.
$150 to get both of their autographs.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, dude, that's at least a $50 autograph.
I don't
At
know how
least.
any of this works. I've been to one.
Troy Baker's was you get a signed image, or if they give you an image, or if you need something to sign that you own, it was like $30. If you wanted a selfie
Really?
with them, if you wanted a selfie with them, it was $20. If you wanted him to do a voice recording, it was $40.
No way. That's how it works.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Oh, that
Max
sounds
is a
awful.
convention virgin still.
I've been to one called IAPA, but it's for entertainment.
Is it
stuff
about
like-
that flying buffalo?
No, not APA. This is IAPA, and it's
Dude,
IAPA
flying
is
water
about like
buffaloes?
entertainment for like carnivals and
Flying
fairs
buffaloes
and
and
flying buffalo
flying
and
buffaloes.
arcades.
Dude, it's on your bed right now. I see it. Right
Yeah, there I have APA. I have a
In
miniature stuffed APA,
in frame.
but
you see the ass of Appa.
he is, yeah, he is turned away. Doesn't want to look at you guys.
No,
were
he
saying-
just doesn't want to look at you.
I was just yeah. The IAPA I've been to like 3 or 4 times, and it's this.
Buffalo.
But everything's once you're in, everything's just open and free. And what's really cool is
Free for the
they're trying
buffalo,
to
dude.
sell-
That's great.
they're trying to sell like hot dog or pretzel makers
seems
to
kinda
carnivals or
weird.
different food.
This is
Well,
not.
you get to
this
eat
is
all the
not-
samples.
This is not a normal convention then at all, compared to the entertainment ones. At least, like this is like
And then I got it. All the arcade machines are unlocked because they're trying to sell them all. So I got to play the Luigi's Mansion arcade game there.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What does this have to do with flying buffalo?
Well, you'd be surprised because they have those cheap carnival games where you shoot the water gun and stuff, and there's stuffed animals all around that you can win. And it's a lie. And maybe there's an APA there. I don't know. But nothing specifically to do with
But
flying
there's
buffalo.
definitely an Appa at C2E2 for sure. But the convention generally, like the entertainment one that I've gone to, it's like it's an event. You pay for the ticket. You have access to all the panels. You have access to the entire show floor. The things that charge you money are obviously the food, which is expensive.
Yep.
I
and
don't
then, of
ever
course-
buy food there.
I know
Any
you should. You should.
I go to at least.
No, you shouldn't. You should always buy food out elsewhere or bring something in because that shit is expensive. Because you're gonna want to buy the art. You're gonna want to meet the the artists. In the main show floor for C2E2, it's like different booths from different companies, some like comic book stores, some vendors for like cheap knickknacks that have superheroes on them. And my favorite part, I mean, obviously there's the artist play, or it's like where all the
Artist
celebrities are.
Alley. Yo, you went out. You're gone.
Mario's dead.
Mario's gone. He's
His
dead.
voice vanished.
He's dead.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's gone. Now
How
he's
come no one
really
ever
gone.
tells
Now
you
he's actually
So
really gone.
to-
that
to
actually meeting the
continue-
people costs money too?
Yeah. So to continue from what Mario's talking about, because I've been to C2E2 before, there's a section of the convention center called the Artist Alley. Not necessarily just artists, but there will also be. He's going to talk now.
Am I? Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, you're-
But there are people there, not necessarily just artists, but there's also like comic book writers and stuff like that that are in the Artist Alley, and you could meet them there. Those are the autographs you want to get because
Yes.
freezies.
Yes.
You'll see
And
Neil
they're-
Adams
and they're
every
the
single time you go to a convention.
And they're the
That's it.
nicest people.
Absolutely.
They're the nicest people. They're awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I messaged someone on Facebook or on Twitter because I'm a huge fan of him. He's called Mike Norton. He does a book right now called Battle Pug, and he did a image book called Revival. And as he's been so nice to me, and every year at C2E2 I buy stuff, and this year I was gonna miss him, so I sent him a message that says, "Hey, I'm probably gonna miss you, but my girlfriend might buy something from you." And then he wrote, actually, my girlfriend gave me the book. He's like, "Yeah, I remember him." And then he wrote in my book, "Hey, why are you not here?" And he signed his name, and I'm like, "That's awesome." And then that 1 hour, I ran straight to him to let him know, "Hey, thank you, that was amazing." So it made me feel a little special, you know. So,
You are special.
yeah, you get
Well,
to meet these people and have friends.
Now what I'll do is ask Brian if MegaCon is like what you guys describe, and I imagine it is because you guys actually go to these things more than I do, obviously. And if that's the case, then I will not be going because that's
Sounds-
You
ridiculous.
should just go for the heck of it. Just
Yeah, it's
grab a
fun.
ticket and go for a day. It's fun. It's not
But-
about. It's not. It's. I never get the autographs from the people. The
No,
only
but see,
person
that's
I've
why I
ever-
would go though. That's
No,
why I
you
would want to
should go
go.
for the experience though, because
Yeah,
it
you should.
is fun.
But
like,
I
it
don't
is
care
fun.
about 90% of the stuff there.
But you've never walked around a show floor. That's what I'm saying. You
I've
should
walked
just
around
go-
show floor. I
should
told
just
you,
go
IAPA,
once.
I've walked
IAPA,
around.
IAPA is not this. Like
I've
from your description of IAPA, it's totally different.
Yeah,
Like, I've
and
been
It is
into,
a huge convention center filled with
nothing
hundreds of
associated with
thousands of
anything
people.
we were talking about though. Like it's different.
There's
There's-
a C2E2 is
Like you're not
the
gonna.
lower
Here's
echelon
the
of
difference
Comic-Con.
between IAPA and all these conventions. You don't have Bozo the Clown signing and taking pictures with people in a corner, or
maybe.
I'm trying
Or
to think
Lou
of
Ferrigno.
what are some famous carnies.
I mean, Spenguli was at C2E2, so you're
Svengoolie
No,
was
but
at
you do-
C2E2.
Ben Gooley was, and so was what's his name, the dude from Terminator 2, the kid. He's kind of a carny.
John Connor.
Eddie Furlong,
Eddie Furlong.
Why do you know that kid's name?
because he's my childhood
Ed-
hero.
Yeah, at one point Edward Furlong was
He was the
really
shit.
big.
Yeah.
So
Him and Macaulay Culkin.
yeah, I mean they're kind of carnies. They would be there, but you see like people that like you say you wouldn't be into. I feel like you watch a lot of TV, Max. You seem like a person who watches TV. Do you watch TV?
I right now I'm in a pretty
Name a show.
darn good
Name a
TV
show right now.
spot.
Name a show right now.
Breaking Better Call Saul.
Okay, they would be there.
They would be there.
Fargo.
They
I
would be
looked
there.
at the
They would be
thing.
there.
They've got guys. They've got Jeffrey Dean Morgan and
Yeah, they got
other
people from, like,
guys
The Walking
from
Dead.
Walking Dead there.
Stranger Things. The
Dude, they
Flash.
had people from Harry Potter there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to
Well,
meet Luna Lovegood so bad.
Oh, she's so pretty. I got to see her.
The panels and stuff, like that's all free. Like you can
That's
go to
free.
that stuff, and it's fun, and you can ask them questions and stuff like that. Like it's a fun experience without having to drop $100 to get a dude to sign your Uncharted 4 steelbook or whatever. Like it
Absolutely.
is fun outside of that. The only time I've ever dropped any money of any kinds to meet somebody was Stan Lee at Chicago Comic-Con, because Stan Lee is a 95-year-old man who's going to be dead very soon. As much as I hate to admit that.
I
Unlike
know.
a similar,
I dropped $75 to meet Stanley and get a
on a
picture.
similar level.
It was 110 this year.
Jeez.
Yeah.
On a similar,
Feel
not
expensive
so
to be.
similar, but I kind of on a similar level. I met Christopher Lloyd, or
Oh,
Doc
cool.
Brown, and
Okay.
he was like, I think he was about like $50. And then I also met Claudio Sanchez from Coheed and
Nice.
Cambria, because he
That's
writes
awesome.
He hangs out at
He
C2 all the time.
Yeah, so he usually has a booth because he owns Evil Inc. Comics, I believe is what it's called, and that's where he houses his Amory Wars series, which is based off of his music. So him and his wife were signing stuff. One of the C2E2s, and I met them there, and they were awesome. They were really cool people. So.
It might be cool to go, but see,
It's
my
not that it
pro-
might be. It's just like it would be. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing
It would be
is,
cool to go.
if it's say it's $50 a ticket for, I think it is for that Friday.
It should be like less than that.
If it's the Friday, I feel like that's the cheap day because
Yeah,
they're not
cheap, that or
typically
Saturday.
open.
Thursday
Sunday, I'm
is
sorry.
like 35. Friday was like 50. Saturday
You
and
wanna go on-
Sunday were more expensive.
You want to go on Saturday?
Well, anyway,
Mm.
what
You
I
want
was
the
saying
true
was,
con experience
say
on
it's,
Saturday.
say it's $50, and then based off my assumption before our conversation, I was under the impression I would just be able to wait in line and meet Troy Baker, Nolan North, or anyone else. the value of that $50 is like I can swing that. I'll swing that to meet those people.
No,
But
well,
now
Well, you
it's
gotta think. You
you gotta
gotta
think
think.
ahead of
like I
time.
got other things I can pay for instead of walking around a
Well,
place.
that's not just that though. You're going there. Think of it as an entryway to a flea market with awesome shit. Like there's Shovel Knight stuff. There's Persona stuff. There's comic books. There's Zelda people dressed up as costumes and like sell costume parts. Like replica stuff. Like you go there, not you pay the $50, you pay the whatever amount to get entry into this mecca of shit that you love. Sure, some of it costs money to meet the people you want to hang out with, but of course, am I dead? Okay, you guys were quiet. You scared the shit out of me.
No,
you're
we're,
good.
we're listening. You're good.
Okay, you all went quiet. I got scared. But
No,
you're-
we'll start yelling if you're dead.
No, yeah,
Thank you.
we freak out when you go away.
But I'm saying it's like you're going there for the experience of seeing people that you love or people that dress up in other things you like. Like I freaked out for the fact that I saw an older man dressed up as Pirate Chunk from fucking the Goonies, and I thought it was fucking awesome. His daughter was Mama Patelli. It was so great. And I'm just like, this is the best. It's just that experience. And then of course there's things you can buy. You get deals on books and comics and games and video. You get retro stuff. Like there's so much stuff. Max,
Deals
you have no idea.
and quotations there.
Well, okay, I actually have a great story, and I know I feel like I'm talking a lot, but so my friend, asshole who beat me at Mario Party, he bought a statue. It was like the Final Fantasy company that made like those like really cool Batman figures. So he bought like
Yeah.
he bought the Wild West one, whereas like the Wild West, some shit like that.
Designed them.
So he bought it. He's freaking excited. He paid like $90 for it. He took it home. I don't want this story to dissuade you from going to Comic-Con, but this is going to be bad. So he takes it to my hotel. He's so excited. He opens it up, and immediately the head falls off.
No way.
For $90, the head falls off, right? Then he finds other pieces are broken. This is some like fucking Jingle All the Way Turbo Man bullshit, right? And so I tell him, dude, you got to go back. You got to go back and get your money back. And so he does. I told him, make sure you open that shit right in front of them. So he goes back. He says he wants his money back. They're like, nah, we can't do that. Like, okay, do you have another one? He's like, yeah, I do. Hold on. The guy like disappears for a minute and then comes back with another one. And then my friend is like, open it up right in front of me. They open it up in front of him, and then they take the dude out, and you know where it's like the torso and where the legs meet?
Yeah.
Split right in half. This is the second one.
Ooh.
And then they were like,
That's incredibly rare. I've never heard of anything like this. I've been
guess-
to probably 10 conventions and
but
bought a ton of stuff.
here's where the story gets juicy. So they give him his money back, right? He gives me the pass, and that's how I spend 1 hour in C2E2s. He gives me
I was
the
gonna
pass.
ask, yeah, why on earth did you spend money for 1 hour?
I didn't. He
Now
gave me
I
the
know.
pass. He gave
There
me the
we go.
pass. And so I tell my girlfriend, show me that booth. I want to see it. And then we go to the booth. I see the same toy. How much do you think that thing was? I said originally the toy was about $90. They started then charging it for $40.
I don't blame him.
Wow.
Super glue that back together.
I thought you were gonna say the price went up. I was like,
That would have
wow.
been hilarious.
Okay, so I have two things here. My first is a question for Max. Max, are you one of those people where you lay in bed at night and you're like thinking about how much money you have in your bank account, and you're like, man, if I had just not spent that $15 on that toy in the 5th grade that I never ended up playing with, then I could have $15 right now? Are you one of those people?
No.
Because I am to an extent sometimes. Not bad, but sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I once spent $100 on Spider-Man issue number 300. I mean, I guess I have that, but I've never done anything with it. I wish I had $100 right now instead. So I
No.
do that stuff sometimes.
I look around at all my stuff.
See, that's the other thing is that like if you did have some money in your pocket and you went to one of these things, you are a stuff person. Like you would totally dig this because you would see things here that you would never see anywhere else. And this brings me to my favorite part of going to conventions is that it's like the Wild West. You go up to somebody and you see something that you want, and if you are a rookie, you pay what the price is on
Yes.
that it is labeled. If you are experienced, you grab it and you say, I will give you X amount. Or if you're like me and you're looking for comics and you're well versed in what you're looking for, then you say, okay, I know this is worth $50 less than it really is. I know you're trying to make a profit though. knock 40 off it and I'll buy it right now, or something like that. Like, you gotta work with these guys and be cutthroat, because they do mark a lot of it up because they have to make back their booth prices at these things, which is astronomical sometimes. But that's my favorite part, because and if they don't budge, then I set the comic down or something like that, and I leave, and I'll maybe come back like 2 hours later and just kind of casually walk by their booth again and see if they recognize me or something like that. And they'll be like, "Oh, hey, you still interested in this? We haven't sold it yet," or something like that. So that's my favorite part, is you got to learn to be sly with these deals you're trying to pull off on people. And it took me a while to learn that, but once you do, it's a lot more fun. There's like a meta game to the convention itself into your wallet.
Yeah, that's how you can save up your money too for the next thing.
It sounds fun and cool, but you're not doing a very good job of convincing me going to this one, because it sounds like no matter what, it's costing me more money going in.
Well,
That's the point.
It's just $50. Like, it's not that bad.
But I told you, what was it, Logan, we were talking about the other day? It was like
Max,
it was like $70.
Would you pay $50 to go to like a PSX? Would you pay that much?
If it was here in Orlando, yeah.
Okay. It's like the same shit. It's like the same thing as going to one of those.
Yeah, but PSX is 100% about the things I care about.
So
this is in your wheelhouse, though. That's what we're trying to tell you.
It's like it's there.
Because
like,
it's not just all the comic convention does not mean it's only comic books, because more often than not it isn't.
No, yeah, I've seen anime stuff there that I have no interest in, but I'm sure someone likes it there.
I mean, everything under the nerd umbrella is at these things. It is not just comics.
I know. I scrolled through the list of
place where
the special guests they were gonna have. Like, I know.
It's not just about that though. It's like when you go to visit, like I said,
I'm just saying.
When you go to there,
special guest is a way to like point out the wide variety of content that they cover there, not so much the personalities.
Yeah, but when you go there, you could get like art that's based off of video game shit. You could probably find some guy who's making Last of Us fan art for some goddamn reason, but it's damn good and it looks fucking awesome, and you buy it for like $20. And it's fucking
not
cool.
even. It's not even. Some of those prints are really cheap sometimes.
Yeah, it depends on
They're
who
not
you're
even
getting it
that.
from, but yeah.
Yeah, I know, but just like, and the only reason I'm saying this is because this is right now. It's like I got to justify the value of the dollar, value of the experience.
Bro, you're getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe this week.
I am, and the value of that experience is through the roof.
You can go turn on your Wii U. Actually, you can't, because you sold it. So that's a thing.
If I still had my Wii U, I wouldn't be buying Mario Kart 8 on my Switch.
Well, the other thing that people do is they save money for these things so that way they can have the experience that they want. So
right, like it sounds like a better thing. It sounds like a better thing to go into with money to spend.
Yeah, well, that's why. Well, it's in. Didn't you say it's over the summer, like June or July?
No, it's like in 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks, like in May.
Well, you should still go.
I'm sure there's a Tampa con that you can go to that eventually will be here, and you can just check it out. You and Abby would probably. I don't even know if Abby's a nerdy person. I assume so. She's a teacher.
She's nerdy to some degree. She's nerdy about science stuff more than she is about like.
I'm sure there's a dude that dressed up as Beaker or fucking
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Or what's the dude that's the rat?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Brain. Pinky and the Brain.
No, the live action one that's kind of like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
The rat?
That's dress? Beekman? Beekman
the Science Guy.
Venkman?
Oh, Beekman's World. I'm right.
Ghostbuster?
Beekman's World. Fuck yo, guys. I figured it out.
I have no idea what that is.
Never heard of what you're talking about.
Google, everyone else out there, Google Beekman's World, and you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Deep cut. Max, are you still upset we never restarted this episode?
Yes.
I knew you are.
It's bugging the crap out of me.
Why?
I'm just thinking of the audio.
Who cares? They know what they're getting into.
Okay. There's a serious problem here. I forgot to grab my AC adapter for my laptop.
Well, go ahead.
I am at 20% battery. I'm in my boxers right now though, so hopefully I don't make noise when I.
You can pause the screen.
Noise? Wait, you can
You can turn your camera.
You can
off.
turn your
There's a
camera
button
off.
for that.
You
Unless you
can-
wanted to show you the goods.
No, dude. I mean, if people
Show me
see
the
me, dude,
goods.
I don't
I mean,
really care.
be like Anthony Galangas. He's got a video of
Galangas.
himself dancing in his boxers on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't matter, honestly.
You know what? Hold on 1 second.
Are you what? Are you wearing
Oh,
boxers?
wait, hold on. Hold on a
Oh
second.
no! Why are we taking our clothes off?
You can now show us your underpants. I have my shirt
Oh,
on. So you're
Mario!
just
It turns out that I have my AC adapter right here.
No!
Here, I'll take my
Ah.
It was all a ploy.
Real
It
weird
wasn't-
on the YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't a ploy. It just I forgot.
Hey,
I just
Brian
forgot.
is actually in the chat right now, Max, and he said the convention is May 25th through the 28th.
Yeah,
so you
in
have
May.
4 weeks. You said
Yeah.
it was in a couple. A couple
Yeah.
is 2.
A couple is too. It's in May.
So you got 4 weeks. Save up
Yeah, you
on
got
money.
time.
Job, Logan.
You
Save
got
up the
time.
bling bling. Oh, well, you got to get a job. You're graduating soon.
I know, but I'm telling you, I don't have a job.
I'll give you.
That's
No,
because you're
I'm
a
not going
bum.
to commit to that online.
I am a
Yeah,
bum.
Max is just trying to live off the government. That was his plan with all of this.
Hey, Brian.
I
you
do
should just
not.
buy
I do
him a
not want
pass.
to live off the government.
Show him how to live his life.
Live
Okay.
whose life?
I'm talking to somebody in the chat.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, have him buy you a ticket.
I saw him today. At
He's got that
Publix.
game dev money.
I was talking to him about that today.
Did you play an early build of
I,
Light of
I
the
asked
Mountain?
him. I asked him to see his PS4 dev kit when it shows up in the mail.
It's a big metal box. If it's anything like the
I
one
know.
I played, it's kind of
Yeah,
strange.
so that's what. Yeah, I want to see it. Sounds funky.
All
So
right, then.
we had a Wild Hotel Adventure.
Yeah,
There was a comic book convention.
yeah.
Did anything else crazy happen? Oh, cell phone launch. That happened too, but that was sucky.
That was sucky. Don't talk about that one.
Anything else crazy happened to you, Mario? Lately?
I did. Well, like back to the Uber conversation. I ended up getting picked up by someone who was on Tosh.0 apparently.
Like one of the YouTube videos?
Yeah.
Was he one of
What
the
video? What did he
redemptions?
do?
Was he
So
one of the redemptions or no?
I don't
then-
think he was. I have to look.
Oh well,
into it.
then yeah.
Chocolate rain.
No, he was apparently a dude who his dog was an iguana.
His dog was an iguana.
His
Like
dog. He calls his dog his iguana his dog, and he showed me his photo of him on Tosh.0 with the dog, aka the iguana. And then he showed me, I guess that iguana is dead, and so he has his jersey hanging from his his
He retired his number.
he retired his number on his dash window thing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Get me to my hotel, please.
Daniel Tosh went to UCF and then dropped out and didn't finish. But do you think UCF ever acknowledges that? No, they just talk about how Daniel Tosh went to their school and how they're so proud of him. And there's a humongous poster of his face on the side of the arena right now because he's actually, while we're recording this, he's over at UCF doing jokes.
Was
And,
that for free or did that cost money?
no, it cost money. I think cheapest nosebleeds were like $18, and at least when I looked yesterday, and then most expensive was like 80.
Dang, I would have gone.
I don't really like Daniel.
I haven't
Tosh, honestly.
seen Daniel Tosh since I crashed my car into a ditch.
I would have bought a ticket to Daniel Tosh because it's basically the price of a Chipotle burrito. So I fucking.
Hold on,
cheated
hold on,
it.
hold on.
Kind
What-
of is like a burrito.
What's crashing your car into a ditch have to do with seeing a comedian?
Have I not told you this story?
Well, I'm just.
Great.
I mean, okay, you crash
Look
your
what
car
you
into
did,
a ditch.
Logan. Look what you
You crash
did.
your car into a ditch. I'll put 2 and 2 together. But are you talking about like you saw him live or you saw him on the television?
Oh no! Now it's a whole story.
God damn it.
Buckle up.
God give this
damn it.
podcast cancer.
Look what you did.
I was
Oh my god.
in 10th grade. Daniel Tosh was coming out with a new special
Why are you
on
watching
Comedy
Daniel Tosh in
Central.
10th grade? You're not even allowed to watch that shit now.
Can we
You're like 2
beeline
years
this?
old.
And I never had cable, but my friend in one of my classes did. His name was Jacob, and he lived in this neighborhood
Did
behind
he have
the
a
school. and his neighborhood. I put that in
Did you have a
quotes.
girlfriend with a tail?
Jacob,
Oh my God.
what?
Go
Tell me
ahead.
a story.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Just keep on going.
Gee whiz. And
Gee whiz! What?
I want that on a t-shirt.
The whitest men you know.
cool beans, guys. So Jacob lived in this neighborhood behind the school, which is just in the woods down a dirt road, and there are houses there. And I had just gotten my driver's license, and so my parents also bought me, and this was before smartphones were like prevalent everywhere. So they
if
bought
you got in
me,
an accident, you were dead.
I guess. I mean, I had a phone, just wasn't a smartphone.
Weren't you in 10th grade like 2 years ago though?
Yep.
So
Just
smartphones
two-
were around then.
Just two short years
What are you talking
ago.
about, dude?
They bought me a TomTom, and it was in
The
Darth
cat?
voice. No, the GPS.
Like a drum?
Jeez. You wonder why? It takes me forever to tell a story.
No, where?
I mean, I haven't heard Daniel Tosh's name
Yeah,
mentioned
it is-
yet, so
It's really not on us. I mean, regardless, it still would have taken you at least 10 minutes to tell the story. Just
I'm
taking you
try-
15 minutes.
I mean, okay. Here would be my version of this story if it was me. I'd be like, yeah, I went out with some friends, and then I saw Daniel Tosh, and he was at this Cold Stone Creamery, and then I drove home and I went into a ditch. That would be this story. if it was
That's
me.
not even close to how the story panned out.
Okay, okay. All right. Honestly,
I'm
I don't
setting
even
the
know what has
stage.
happened. I don't even know what's happened yet.
Now I
I'm
want
setting
Cold
the
Stone
stage.
Creamery. Thanks,
You had a
Logan.
friend that
Cold
lived
Stone
on a
sounds really good.
all I've
All
gotten
that's
is that
happened,
you've had
Michael,
You had
All
a
that's
friend.
happened in this story, Michael,
You have
is
a
I
friend
had a
that lives in
friend in
dirt.
10th
I
grade.
don't want a summary of the story you just told. Just tell the rest of it.
Continue. We were all present for the story.
Anyway. Never had cable, but I like Daniel Tosh. I like Tosh.0, and he had a new special coming out. And so Jacob invited me over to his house to watch it, which was like 10 o'clock at night or whatever.
What the heck?
I didn't even get to the best part of the story yet. Oh, I'm gonna take my shirt off again. You were saying?
Is he
I don't know
crying?
what's
He sounds like he's wailing.
Okay.
I'm so red.
All right, I'm done.
All right, cool. He invited me over to watch this special.
Oh, shit. I can't breathe. So what happened?
All right,
happened
keep on
to-
going.
So I'm driving to his house. Darth Vader is giving me directions over the GPS. And I'm listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And so just trying to set the stage for you.
I'm good.
And I turn down the dirt road that leads to his house. And the GPS starts wigging out a little bit. And it says that his house is in the middle of this lake to my left. And I go, well, that's not right.
You didn't. Okay.
No. And I'm like, all right. So what I'll do is I'll pull over and I'll call him and I'll say,
Beep, 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 beep. Time out. You said this guy lives behind you?
no, behind the school.
Have you been to his house before?
No.
You made it sound like you've been to his house before, because when you were doing your whole 20 minutes of setting the stage, you're like, oh, I lived on a dirt road. And
I'm
his parents had
establishing
cable,
it for you
whereas
so
my
you can
family did
see,
not have cable.
you can visualize what's going on. Never been to his house before.
You're like the J.R.R. Tolkien of talking. I'm gonna give you my opinion on J.R.R. Tolkien. I don't like him.
That's fine with me.
But I want you to talk more about this, please. I want more details.
But keep on going.
I decide to pull over to call him and ask for directions. And to my left, I see a driveway. I'm like, I'll just pull into this driveway and make the phone call. Next to that driveway is another one, and someone is leaving, and their light.
Continue. Keep going. Keep going.
Don't stop.
There's two driveways. They're forked. Someone's leaving. Their lights are on. They're very bright. Darth Vader is telling me to make a U-turn to turn around and go into a lake. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are singing about getting on top. Everything is going on. I don't pay attention to where I'm going.
What was the point of saying there were two driveways? What?
Because between the two driveways is a giant drainage ditch that I didn't see.
Holy shit.
And so I drove into it at an angle, and the car is now nose up. I'm suspended by my seatbelt above this hole. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are screaming at me. Darth Vader's like, turn around, turn around. And all I can think about is how I just crashed the car less than a month or so after having a driver's license.
Is that done? Are you done?
I just want to think about this from the perspective of the guy just casually coming out of his driveway for a second, and then some idiot turns in front of me.
So what you're saying is that you drove into a ditch that was in between your friend's parking
No, it's not.
driveway.
I was
and
trying to find his house. It wasn't his house. He was down the road further.
These are two different strangers.
These are...
Dark Vader's just like wrong turn.
You guys want to hear this story about me and Daniel Tosh in a wreck? So this one time I was going over to my friend's house to watch a Daniel Tosh special, and on my way there, I accidentally couldn't find his house, so I accidentally turned it into this ditch.
I'm sorry I lost it, guys. Sorry.
I think it's much better with the detail of Darth Vader and the Red Hot Chili Peppers and establishing the scene. Anyway.
If we ever make animated episodes, yes, it would.
Well, this animated episode would be 30 minutes long, and half of it would be with Michael laughing.
I honestly think I had a hernia. I'm going to be honest. I laughed so hard.
That was pretty...
That was
anyway,
a good story, Max.
I mean...
Was it, though?
It's a good story when I'm not interrupted every sentence.
All I know is that Max talked about his friend's driveway, which had nothing to do with the story whatsoever.
I didn't talk about his driveway at all.
Well, that's what I heard.
So wait,
and
was that even not even his driveway in the end?
No, it wasn't his driveway.
No, you talked about his
I told you I was pulling over to call him for directions.
So he actually did live in the lake? Is he like the
No,
Legion
he
of
lived down
Doom?
the
Is
road.
that his house?
He was literally the next house down.
The first thing you said was about him living in dirt. That's
He lived down a dirt road, Michael. A dirt road.
So he's a Gorgon. Oh, God. Good.
Anyway, after school the next day, I walked to his house and we watched the special anyway.
Like I said, J.R.R. Tolkien of talking.
I guess.
Which to some would love you. Some people might adore you.
Some people out there who are building cults and shrines to you right now.
Yeah. So that's in some ways a compliment, Max.
Some favorite director will pick my saga to make a series out of and make me millions of dollars while he films in New Zealand.
The saga about going to somebody's house that's in the dirt and then
Don't
driving
worry,
into
the second movie will be all laughter. Just the entire
At least it's
6
happy.
hours.
Laughter's not interrupting. You could have kept going.
Yeah,
It was just there's a point
There's
where
no way anyone would have been able to hear that.
there was a point where I was just I'm sorry. I apologize.
No,
okay?
I thought it was
That
hilarious.
was funny.
I could not. I just didn't know what you're saying at one point. And I was like, what the hell is he getting at? And I just started laughing. It's just, I don't know what was happening. And I was excited.
I personally love the story.
Well,
It's
thank
now
you.
my new favorite.
I'm actually going to rewrite my script in
You
class.
should. Logan, you really don't
Focus
even
on
have
it.
to rewrite it. You still have like 50 pages to go. You got
It's
plenty
true.
of
I'll
time to
just add this
incorporate it.
part
Yeah.
in the middle of it.
I mean,
It'll take up a good
he
40
told
pages.
Yeah, I was gonna say he took at least like 30 pages right there in that.
And that's
in
just
that
a
speech.
description too. Like description's longer in a script.
Like I said, J.R.R. Tolkien of speech.
I'll just transcribe this podcast once we
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah, you could put it in a different language too if you wanted to. Like you can write out your own little like dwarvish or whatever. Nice.
Ut Daniel Tosh.
I
But
like that.
That was also just conveniently the last time I ever saw Daniel Tosh. Like
I like
ironically.
that Daniel Tosh legitimately had nothing to do with the story whatsoever,
He was the motivation.
except for the very end,
He
where
was
you
like
just
the reason it all had, like the reason for my journey.
doesn't
I
seem
still
worth it.
And that's the rest of the information we'll release about
How much
Daniel Tosh.
time we got left? Because I have a story.
Max, wrap us up, please, God.
God damn it.
Apparently, we're out of time. Thank you all for listening to the Model Citizen Show. This was episode 5. No, 6. 6.
Sick.
Motherfucker, it's $20 now.
Jeez.
You can check out all our stuff over at modelcitizensmedia.com. We have a bunch of different shows there. We have one called Reeling in the Years, where Michael and Logan talk about different years in music. I think they just did 2015, which was their love letter to Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly,
Yeah, they did.
and whatnot. There's Millennial Gaming Speak, the gaming podcast Logan and I do, and then there's Behind the Pixel.
Beneath the pixel.
Beneath it. Look at you. You
Behind-
pick the thing up, and there's something under it.
Which is my interview show where I interview different people in the video game industry. You can follow all of us.
Hey,
On
hold
Twitter.
on, real quick, Max. We called it Beneath the Pixel the other day on Reeling in the Years. Is that bad?
Yes,
Like, I'm dead serious. We called it that.
it's bad because people are going to look up the wrong show. You
No,
idiot.
okay, so we said that afterwards. We said it was knowingly. We said oh, you could check out Max's show. I think we think it's called Beneath the Pixel, and then we said that it was Behind the Pixel. We were just kidding around on some real levels. We were just kidding, but we did say it was Beneath the Pixel, though. We did say that.
I also noticed that you changed it in the Discord too, and I fixed that too. You guys are the worst. You can follow Model Citizens on Twitter at Model Pods. You can follow all of us on Twitter. Logan as at Moreman12. Mario is at that Mario Rivera.
Yes, I am.
Michael is super_Ruse. That's ROOZ. And you
Yes.
can follow me on Twitter at Max the White. I think that's a wrap on episode 6. Thank you all and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Goodbye.
Daniel Tosh.
This episode sucked.